Welcome to episode, I'm going to say 38 of Grown and Opinionated.
You guessing.
Yeah, of course. I made that shit up. I totally made that shit up.
Just welcome to Grown and Opinionated.
Oh, what's Gucci? What's Gucci? We back from the holiday?
Yes, and now another holiday is coming up that I'm not looking forward to because that involves spending money, and you know how cheap I am.
But look,
and I had no part-time job this year.
Oh my God, what do you need a part-time job for
to
Christmas?
Pay for Christmas? So now I gotta use my money, my saving? Oh no, that's just not right.
I can't with you. I just can't. I can't. Oh, we ain't even telling people who we are.
Oh, it's me. It's me.
What is that female name that they have for John? Oh, Johnetta. I'm Johnetta Cochran.
Who am I? Well, I guess I'll be just Aisha.
Aisha, you boring this week.
I know.
We're gonna
kind of stressful week for me this week.
Why?
Interviewing. Stressful. It's stressful to go on an interview. It's stressful, people.
So
for me.
That's one thing I wanted to talk about with the interview. Me and you were talking about, you and I were talking about it. Hold on, I gotta address something. On the Life of the TV Addict last week, I kept saying interesting. Yeah, and I'm like, why the fuck am I saying? And I just kept saying it over, and I'm like, isn't it interesting? Oh my God, I'm saying it again. Interesting.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh fuck, we gotta ask Siri now. Oh shit.
Interesting or interesting?
It's interesting.
Because you spell it Interesting.
See, but you and I speak Newark and Jersey City, so
interesting.
Siri about to let us know.
Interesting.
It's interesting.
Interesting. So you separated at the interesting. It's 3 syllables.
Let's see if it's who's right.
Interesting. Nah, I think it's interesting.
Interesting.
They just Nah, it's interesting. I'm sticking with interesting.
But you know what? And while I was talking, I don't know why I didn't catch it, or I didn't even feel, because some words I pronounce wrong, and I know I'm doing it, or after I do, I'll be like, oh, that wasn't how you say that. But I just kept saying it, and when I'm listening to it, I'm like, why do I keep saying that? And I'm just like, yeah, because it's really interesting, and I'm like, why am I saying that?
It's really interesting. It's interesting.
Yes, that's how you say it. So I'm like, oh my God, don't say
it. Interesting.
I think I'm going to take an English class.
Even though English is my first language.
We show up in the class, all the immigrants, all other people. They be like, oh, what's your regular language? English. No, I'm going to say Jersey City. I need to speak regularly.
How do you... What is that word?
Pronounce?
No.
Oh, no?
What's the word I'm looking for? See, I don't even know.
See? That's how we speak. But you know what it remind me of? You remember you and I used to watch Ray Donovan. Mm-hmm. And remember, they were from Boston, mm-hmm. and then they went to LA. Mm-hmm. And so someone had told the wife, like, you need to get rid of that accent. And she used to watch the tapes to try to get rid of I said every week, I think Life of the TV Addict is like that for me. Because I be like, oh my God, listen to how I sound. What am I talking about? And another thing I found that like I do, I'll start, but then I don't finish what I was saying.
And then going on to another topic.
But yeah, like, so I'll be saying something and I'm explaining myself, but then I'll just cut myself off and say something. I'll be like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, but anyway, so we're here, but it's very interesting. I mean, interesting. Very interesting.
See, you can't even say it. It doesn't go right. Interesting. It goes right off your tongue. We're sticking with that.
But we were talking about interviewing. And my thing with that, and it has always been my position, is that you could bullshit. Some people are good at bullshitting and saying the right things. I know for me that some people, they the way they speak and they pronunciate and things like that. Like
pronunciate, that's the word I was looking
for.
for.
Pronunciate. Yeah. You and I, we do have that Jersey City and Newark accent or slang or whatever. Dialect, isn't it?
Dialect, yeah.
So we speak that way. But how the fuck does that change who we are or whether or not we're good people? But you may have somebody who says all the right words and they pronunciate and they sound like this, and then they ain't shit.
Exactly.
And I'm like, but it goes that way. And I even told somebody when they said it about me, I'm like, but if I was from down south and I had a southern draw, you would not tell me, you wouldn't have a problem with it. But you have a problem with it because what? I'm from the fucking city and it's a ghetto one? Mm-hmm. Like, what fucking difference does this shit make?
When I talk, people used to go, you from the South? No, I'm not from the South. Do I speak country?
like what? No, people focus on the wrong things, in my opinion.
It's you're not taking my work history and how I do my work and none of that. You just taking what I verbally say opposed to what I have done and what I'm capable of doing. You're just taking what I verbally say, and you take what anybody verbally say. I could say, yeah, I know I could run this country. Like, prime example, Donald Trump.
Oh, don't even.
He said he could do this. He said he could do that, and look what he's doing. So, okay, he ran a campaign. He had people behind him and all that, but
it's money. But so my thing is that how do you really select a good candidate for a job? How do you do it when? I would say that the interviewing me, you know how I am. I'm all about the vibe. If you walk in the room, I know within 5 seconds tops. I'm giving you 5 because I know in 2 whether or not I want to fuck with you. Anything after that is just bullshit. And now I just need to see what you going to do. But I'm like, so what do you do? How do you select somebody? Like, what's the proper
I guess that's why they
measure?
Moved to... I guess, like, you know, back in the day, they used to give you those type of interviews. What are your weaknesses? What are your strengths? What would you do in this situation? And now it's more like a behavioral type of interview, which I do prefer the behavioral type better because it's basically your behavior on how you will handle something. Like, so, but still at that way, doing it that way, you're still only basing it off somebody knowing and thinking of the right answer to give. In that type of situation, it's like sort of like a psychological exam. If I think the way I know you want me to think, then I'm gonna get these answers right because there's no right or wrong.
But I think that the way that I was gonna say that with the testing, as far as with that, because I may or may not have done several of these tests for jobs for other people.
Me either.
May or may not. Whatever.
No, I never did it for other people, but.
Yeah. So they'll ask you questions and then they'll just switch it a little bit, but it's like the same question to see, are you going to answer the same way? And kind of like you would really have to pay attention because some of them, like how you're saying, you just know what the right answer is. So then you're like, this is the answer they're looking for. But then if they switch it a different way, you're like, oh. Yeah. You know, it could, you may want to change, and then that'll let them know that the first one you were just giving us what you thought we wanted. This is really how you would think when it's not put out that forward. Because I always say to people, like, people will say shit to you, and then when you say it back without all the bullshit, without all the nice words, they get offended, or they're like, oh, that's not, but it is what you said. Yeah. It's just that I took out that bullshit. And I think that that's what they do. So that may be a way. I was saying maybe just test the person on an area that you want them to do. So, for example, if it's a job and you want them to be the manager at a restaurant, you want to test them on all the aspects of a restaurant to make sure they at least know the job. Yeah. And know the business, and then you want to test them and maybe give them, like, I know you don't have but so much time, but maybe give them a little trial run and see how they handle certain situations. And maybe some role playing. Maybe you would bring somebody in and have them act a certain way, because it's really easy, or for some people not so, because I know you suffer from the same thing I do with this real thing and telling the truth. Like, it's hard to lie.
It's hard, yeah, because you see right through me, and then I'm not going to remember what I just said because it's a lie.
Exactly. So it's hard to lie, but some people it's easier. They lie all the time and they can do it all the time. But when you don't, it's hard. And that doesn't mean that you're not a good candidate. It just means that you don't know how to play this game and to do this part. Now, what I have the issue with is that, for example, so now you hire somebody based on these abstract things and all of this, and then you get them in a position and they're not doing a good job, but now they're there.
Yeah, exactly. So now you got to work with them and make sure they
try to get it. Yeah, and then you don't even test them on the area that they're going to be doing. It's not like, oh, you're the most knowledgeable person on this area. You know everything. I think it should be two parts. One part, like, you test them on the area. So if I want you to do, I don't know, if I want you to parole people, I want to give you a test on the things that a parole officer would do. Mm-hmm. First, let's start there. Because you got motherfuckers that can't even pass that part. And then they, like,
but that's what the resume part is for. Like, I understand, and I agree with you totally. I totally agree with you. It can be that way. But it also can be, you have your resume. So you pulling your candidates just looking at their resume, number one. Mm-hmm. So you pulling them, you saying, okay, they worked here, they work here. So I know they understand this job because they have this experience. That's the purpose of this resume, right? Mm-hmm. So now you have those set of people. Now that could be the first part. So now you got those set of people. Now you should have people that maybe supervise. Say you're going for a supervisor position. So right now you're under this supervisor. So the supervisor should at that point say, well, based off of this person's work, I think they'd be a good candidate. Like if you apply, then they could recommend you. Exactly. So now different supervisors will recommend different people.
Do you know why they can't do that?
You're going to have favors. You're going to have favorites or whatever, but you still got to go through the interview process. I'm just recommending you. So you still got to go through this process, but I'm just recommending you based off of your work or whatever.
But you know why it can't be? That part I wouldn't agree that they would recommend. Maybe that unless they're going to set forth your work. Like, look, here's a sample of her work. Mm-hmm. And let the person then decide. Because, yeah, you can't do it that way.
Yeah, I understand that part. Because it's going to be favoritism.
Or then, that. Even if it's not.
Person, and I don't like that person.
I was about to say.
They're a great worker, but I just don't like them.
Even if it's not, somebody could always say, oh, it was this, it was that.
You can get that all the time. We had that conversation. You're going to get that regardless.
Yeah, people so that way it's not, I don't know. I think that they should put, like, I understand with the resume part, I don't agree. Because, honestly, if you work the job, if me and you work the job side by side, right? Mm-hmm. Except for certain things. When I had a job, one time I was nominated for, like, something of the year, employee of the year. Mm-hmm. That's one thing that's going to distinguish me. Mm-hmm. Then I did other things that distinguish me. But if me and you work a job side by side for good years, I could be at 100% at my job and you could be at 50% at your job. Our resumes would look identical based on our job description. Mm-hmm. So that one wouldn't be enough. I would need to test you.
No, I'm not saying that's enough. I'm saying that's your first step in getting in there.
Oh, I say no. I say fuck that part. Test them. Because unless you do something to distinguish yourself.
Now, what if you're not a good tester? What if you get stressed out and you know these answers and you just like, dang. And you just thinking too hard.
Then you're not a good person for this position. You know why? Because if you can't act under pressure and be able to explain this now, how are you going to explain it to staff? How are you going to explain it to anybody else if you can't even explain it now? And you say, well, I just know what to do. Then you're not good for that. You should be a worker. Mm-hmm. Period. Like, because you can't tell anybody, you can't direct anybody else. But that's not the thing. Unless there's something that distinguishes you from, unless you do other things. Like I said, when I had a job, I had a few things that distinguished me from other people in my same job. Like, the person I worked next to, resume wouldn't look like mine because I did other things to separate. I didn't do them to separate myself. It just separates. Yeah. But without that, we all looking the same. And now, no matter what, even though you may not know the job, your job description says this, and you do, technically, air quotes, you do this. How is that right? And I may know more than you. So now, I know everybody always has that complaint that, oh, I got a manager or a supervisor, and I know more than them. I got to teach them. Mm-hmm. So I think just to get around that part of it, and then go to the next, because even though you may know everything, and you may be the smartest or whatever, but you just may not be a good supervisor or a good leader.
Exactly.
So now I think that should be the base, is whether you know the shit. Yeah. Then, or I guess you could get them an intellect test to see, like, could you learn it? Like, if we taught you, like, are you intelligent? Mm-hmm. Like, could we teach you something? Yeah. Or you just dumb and like you programmed to do whatever. Then the next step should be: is this person a good supervisor, manager, leader? Mm-hmm. And that one,
because not everybody has those qualifications.
Exactly,
they don't have it to be a leader. Like a lot of people could be a boss. You could always delegate stuff and tell people do this and do that, but are you
and not even know what to do?
Exactly. Well, are you actually leading these people and helping them and working together?
Exactly. But how do you get to? I think that it's only one way to get to that, and that's role. I think it's role playing. I think that they should set them up and have people come in with different scenarios.
Yeah, that's good too. But am I just gonna do my? What if you got that person? I know this is just a role play. I'm just gonna do my. Give them what they want. But if I'm really in that situation. Because you really don't know if that person's going to really react like that in that situation. You're just doing role play. So they know they have to be perfect. So they know they're going to say the right things and do the right things because it's a role play.
But if you did, so now, if I had a group of candidates and I had it down to 10, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all passed the test, everything. And y'all came in and I asked you a bunch of bullshit questions. Mm-hmm. And yeah, y'all seem cool. Y'all cool. So now I say, okay, well, this is your trial period. You're going to be in a position. I give you what you need. You say you know the job, so now you're there. I put you behind the desk, and then I have somebody come in and do
so it's like a role play without them knowing. So it's like I gave you this job. Basically, I gave you a what do you call that? Not like a trial, probationary period.
But not just to get it done like within a week. Or I think that honestly, you could do it in that day. Like you could have a day and have 3 different scenarios. Like for a supervisor, I think you need to know how to manage employees. So you could have someone come in and they would give you the scenario like, listen, she's late every day. She's this and that. I know what you're saying that the person would try to do. But at a certain point, humans are humans. You're going to go back to what you know. Because I could sit here now, if I came in and it was over in like, say, 5 minutes, then of course you could keep up a front. Mm-hmm. But if I'm sitting here and I'm like, yeah, but whatever, and I'm in your face, even though you know somebody watching, you could probably take it for like 1 or 2 minutes. But after a while, you're going to come out. And what you're going to do is going
to get that figure out my face.
Exactly.
You want to see me in the parking lot?
Or it may not even be that they may be saying the right thing, but their body language and everything, you could tell like this isn't what they would really do. Mm. And I think that it could happen.
So you have a little camera in there watching them record.
I don't think that you even have a camera. I don't even think that you have a camera or anything. I think that you literally just do it and give them the sheet. Say, okay, here's your first scenario. They read it, and then we have for that one we'll have an employee come in. And then you start and like, okay, you've been late for 5 times, so can you, and see what they would do. Because somebody may say like, can you explain to me why? And another person might just say, I got to write you up. That's something you would be able to tell. You know what I'm saying? And each person will think that they're doing the right thing. Because the person who say, I got to write you up after 5 times, of course, they probably have the right to. And they're like, okay, I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing what they want. And another person may take the approach to find out what's going on with the employee. Mm-hmm. What can I do? And they're like, because this is what I would do. I think this is the right thing. And then that, who's ever doing an interview or whatever, they would be the person to say, okay, that, that's what we would look for. That's what we want. Or this is what we want. You know what I'm saying?
I want you to just keep writing people up. Like, find out what's going on.
But that's the
help. Like,
I was about to say, but the person who's hiring for the job would be able to see, like, is this what I want or is that what I want? Yeah. And nobody's right or wrong, and both of them think they're doing the right thing. But now I know. Yeah. And even if you were being fake and you think you're doing, how do you know what I want?
True. That's true.
So I think that they could do it that way, and that would really give you a.
How long would this process be?
I think you could wrap that. Honestly, I think you could wrap it up in about an hour or 2. Most interviews last that long any damn way. I think you could wrap that up. Honestly, you bring in one. If it's a supervisor or manager, you bring in one as an employee because employee is number one. Mm-hmm. How you handle these employees. So you might do one that has something to do that doesn't even have anything to do with work, like late and things like that and absence. That's something that doesn't have to do with work per se, but it's something you're going to have to do. Then you have one who has bad work and they come in. And then maybe you'll have the last one like be a client that asks for a supervisor or a customer who asks for a supervisor. And how would they handle that? I would probably add one more, like somebody who's doing really well. Mm-hmm. How would you handle them and what would you do? Because I would like to see that too.
Yeah, because that's like a question of like building morale. And
exactly. I would want to see like, okay, here's the scenario. This employee has been outperforming everybody. Mm-hmm. And in this job, we can't give out raises based on this. We can't do anything. She comes to see you to voice her concern about this, and how would you handle it? And then have her walk in and say, and then see how would they handle that. Yeah. I think. Oh man, I think I done fucking. I'm about to hold on. This shit copywritten. Don't copy me, yo. I'm about to package this up and sell it
to HRs across the world.
This is how you should do it. Because honestly, at that point now, there's no bullshit right or wrong answers. Because I took the class for the interviewing, and they kind of guide you on like, this is what they're looking for. This is what they're looking for. This is what they're looking for. Nobody could tell you what they're looking for in that situation. Because you may have somebody that's really formal and they want everybody to and you may have somebody that's like, no, we care about the employees and we want that.
Yeah, it's just like somebody learning in the classroom. Some people are hands-on and some people can sit there and learn. Like, it's like a training. Like, I'm more of a hands-on type person. So if I'm in a training class, I need you to have a computer in front of me and showing me what we need to do. And while you talking, I'm somewhere else. Just figuring out this computer on my own, reading or whatever, opposed to me just sitting there and you just telling me what I need to do for this job.
I think that I think that I done solved all the problems. I think I'm on to something. I need to package this up. Because
might be. You got some crazy ideas, but you might be onto something with this. You might can get this across the HRs across the world.
I just need to get it together and get it out there. I think that one would work, and I think that it would work for everybody. Because even if somebody say, "Oh, I'm not good at interviews," so what? That's not an interview.
Exactly. You should be good at the job.
Okay, but I'm not good. I was so nervous. I couldn't handle it. But this is going to happen every day. So if you're nervous and you can't handle it now, because I'm here, I'm going to be watching you, of course. I may not be right there. Exactly. But of course, you got to be used to that. If you're not used to it, then you're not the person for the job. And that way you can weed through all the bullshit. Call me. I'll write the scenarios up and package it to HR like, here, this is what you should do. But other than that...
But that can only work for certain jobs. That can't work for... What do you say? Home health aid.
Yes, it can. Because if you want home health aid, right?
So you're gonna put them in a position of treating somebody?
No, I would have it. Role play set up. I would have them come in for the interview, and for example, like if it's about cleaning somebody or something, I would get an old person that needed to be cleaned. And like,
that won't work. You can't just bring in an old person. She's just sitting in front of you wiping her booty.
Yes.
No.
Why not? No, why not?
That one, like I said, it won't be able to.
Because what I would say is that, listen, I would find an old person that needs a health aid, right? What? No. And I would say, listen, if I had the business, if this was my business, right? You would have clients that need this service anyway.
So you gonna bring them to the office?
No, I would take them to the house.
So y'all going on the field interview?
Yeah, I'll bring them to the house and I'll say, okay, show me how you would take care of this person. And maybe you do it for like 30 minutes, an hour. If that old person poop on themselves and they need their ass clean, what are you gonna do?
So this is a field interview.
And if we need it, listen.
Okay, it's a field interview.
Well, if you wanted to get, because I don't think I need to actually, but I would definitely want to see how they would react.
It's not just the part of how they would react in that situation. It's more so with home health aid, some things I think it's more long term. Like how they continuously treat that person, treat that client. Mm-hmm. Because in the beginning, you glad you have a job. Yeah, I'm doing everything. But then say you start getting tired. It's like, oh, this lady keep whining and whining and whining. And you just like, And now you start treating her differently.
But you would
like
be able. Human. I was about to say, but you would be able to see that because now if
not in 30 seconds, not 30 minutes.
No, I'm saying that if we want to, like, say for example, if I wanted to really for that type of situation, I would probably want longer. But even with role play, I think that you could accomplish that. You know why? Because people are people. It's only so long you can front. If I had different actors coming in and I have an old lady come in and I'll get I say be nasty to her, do this and that. Okay, man.
We have to get training like that.
And then she'd be like, bitch, I told you I need my pamper change. Where you at? And this and that. At some point, if this girl is going to crack, she's going to do it. And it may not be, she may be like, you'll see it. It's only so long. I think I have never seen a person that's been able to front for so long and not show me or not give me that indication that how they would react under certain situation. You just don't want to acknowledge it. You may see something and then, like, for example, if the old lady is going on, yo, bitch, and this and that, and saying stuff, and she's like, okay, ma'am. Or then if she go, and she be like, oh, I'm sorry. It was just that somebody might want to give her a pass, but that's the indication that she's going to snap. She's not the person for this job. You could always, and then even if you wanted to do it over a day, but you would need somebody to, because I understand, like, you may have a day where the person is normal, they're not doing anything, and it's not a good day for that. No, you want to bring in actors that's going to turn this shit up.
So lady actors.
Mm-hmm. Like, turn that shit up. Go. Pee on the floor.
Wait, I just seen this off topic, but I just seen this video where these two grandsons took their grandmother. The grandmother wanted to go to this lady house. She was old. She had to be like maybe almost 70. And she wanted to go to this lady house because the lady kept playing on her phone. She was like, she called my phone. I knew it was her because it was her number. So she was like, nah, we going to her house. This the old lady.
70?
She looked like she was almost 70. So the grandkids just recorded her, cracking up like, nah, grandma, you wild. And like just cracking up. So they get to the lady house. So she knocking on the door. She was like, police. She like, police. So they still knocking. She was like, oh, you gonna open this door. You gonna stop playing on my phone. You heard, you little job turkey. I'm falling out. So her grandkids just crying like, grandma, you can't do that. What are you doing? She's like, nah, she gotta get these hands. She was playing on my phone. You don't play on my phone.
No.
She was mad.
Oh
like,
my God.
So they trying to walk her back to the house. Like, come on, grandma, you can't do that. She was like, nah, she gotta come out sometime. She gotta come out.
Look, wait, does she need a job?
But I thought that was hilarious. Like, this old lady was really mad. She was like, I'm tired of her just playing on my phone.
Wait, why do you think it's funny that old ladies get mad?
God, she was that angry that this lady just called her phone and wouldn't say nothing. That, like, why did you need to go to this house? Like, you old, just leave it alone. Like, at some age, you just gotta be like, oh, that's just Betty being senile. Like, just chuck it
So
away.
old people get a pass?
Yeah, they get it on a pass. Like,
Oh my, I can't wait till we get old. And I'm gonna see if we be like that. I'm like, bitch, your refrigerator running? Go catch it.
You want to speak to Tone? Tone who? Down, Tone.
Oh my God, we're two crazy ass old ladies.
But I thought that was hilarious, and the grandkids ain't making no better because they sitting there cracking up like, "Come on, grandma."
No, I would have been recording that shit. What else has been going on this week? We haven't been here for
1 week, just last Saturday. That's it because I went away for Thanksgiving.
And how was Thanksgiving?
It was good. It was really.
And
good,
you ain't
really
eat
good.
any mashed potatoes?
No, I had food. It was good. It was really good. So maybe that's a question. How is like going to different families and interacting with them? Do you have problems? Like,
well, we only have one. Like, the only thing with my husband is because I don't know if it's because they Muslim or ghetto, but they don't celebrate.
Don't celebrate Thanksgiving, so they don't get together.
Not that I know of. No. So.
Like, And I think it's about how you raised. Because we always had Thanksgiving together. Like, as a family. Like, family members come over.
And that's what, so I guess that's it. Because he does say, he like, listen, we were basically brought up like we were Muslims.
Oh, okay.
So he said we don't celebrate Thanksgiving, Christmas, or anything. He said we don't celebrate holidays. So that's why I say I don't know if it's but part of his family isn't Muslim and wasn't raised that way. And I don't think they do it either. And so it's not a big issue because it's like it's only my family to go to because he doesn't have anything. Yeah. So, and we do the same thing every year, and I love it. I had a good time this year. Yeah. I love seeing my family. Yeah. Hey, family out in Philly. I love seeing them. Oh my God, and my uncle bought me a fucking cake, and I couldn't stop eating it. Oh my God.
Yeah, I love being with my family on the holidays.
I know, to see them and everything, and then we had a good time. Yeah.
My cousin actually came up from North Carolina, and he came down, and his wife and their children, they got like 4 kids. So
damn, you said like they had like 20 kids.
So the wife said we was talking. She was like, "Yeah, I told the boys." He was like, "Just take it. They're gonna be talking about your father. They're gonna be hiking on him." Because he was like, they was like, "Well, why would they be talking about Dad?" He was like, "Why would they say anything about him?" Sure enough, me and my brother, we get on him.
Oh my God.
We get on him. And his kids just cracking up laughing. He's like, so now when they go home, they probably gonna start hiking on him.
The hiking, for the Jersey City people, that mean cracking.
Oh, y'all don't say hiking?
No.
Wait, when I was in college, I had a roommate. She was from Patterson. So she would say, no sir, no sir. Like, that was equivalent to our SAB. Do you know what SAB is?
No.
SAB is like, not just kidding. Like, say I say something and I'm joking around, I'm like, SAB.
Oh, like psych.
Yeah, like psych.
Oh, okay.
She would say, no sir. And that's a Patterson thing. Like, no sir?
What?
No sir? Like, what's a SAB?
Exactly. Wait, I'm mad you're gonna be like, what's no sir? Like, SAB is better.
Yeah, we don't say SAB, just kidding, just sad.
We'll say psych.
Yeah, we'll say psych too. We had psych, sad, but she had no sir. Like, y'all so proper? Like, no sir.
No
like,
sir.
No sir.
No, that is so crazy. But no.
No,
So
other than that,
I know, and I cooked afterwards. I took
I cooked there. After driving 5.5 hours to Virginia, as soon as I get there, I started cooking.
Oh, you're crazy.
You talking about somebody tired? I was tired the whole weekend. I was tired because then I had to get up the next day on Thanksgiving and finish cooking.
Yeah, you're crazy. No. I would have ordered that shit.
No, everybody cooked.
Oh, everybody cooked.
I cooked majority of the stuff.
Why?
I don't want to eat somebody else.
Cause you a control freak. So don't make it seem like what was me. I had to cook.
I had to be good. Like,
so you trying to say they food wouldn't have been good?
I don't know if somebody will be able to make the macaroni and cheese like I like it, to be able to make the yams like I like it, to be able to make the turkey and the turkey wings like I like it. Like,
oh my God, listen, I would love for you to be in my family because I'll be like, all right, I'm about to start cooking, and then I'll just throw the shit in the sink. And then I'll be like, yeah, because then you'll come in and be like, I'll do it. I'll be like, here you go.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit
try to my mind like, you want me to? I'll do it. And then I just take over.
Exactly. So I would love that.
I don't know. I don't know why I do that.
No, my mother. I told you, I taught my daughter this weekend how to cook collard greens. And so I told you, she put them in the sink, but she didn't spray it down with bleach first and then let it, like how I do it. And so I was like, you know what? Let me go mind my mother loving business because I ain't doing this shit. So I left and let her do whatever.
I won't be able to.
Because you're a control. I'm not.
Like, my niece helped me. She cut up I made the apple pie and the yams. I had to make that down there. So she peeled the apples for me, cut them up.
And then that was it? She couldn't mix them with the sugar and stuff? No.
I did it.
Oh, my God.
She wouldn't know how much to put in there and nothing like that.
You give her the damn recipe.
I don't use no recipe. I just dump it in there. I don't go buy.
Oh, so you just think like you just put whatever.
And they loved. Oh, they ate it up.
But how do you know if you put in? Because bacon is like a technical thing.
No apple pie. It looked sweet enough, and it was sweet enough.
Oh, so you mix all the sugar, the cinnamon, everything, and then you just taste it and
I
say,
taste the apple.
"Oh, okay."
Yeah, I taste the apple.
Apple pie isn't that technical because it's
not. Yeah.
It's only apples and sugar and cinnamon. Like it ain't really that much, but like
and
other
then my
stuff.
sweet potato pie too. You just taste the batter.
Yeah, that ain't technical.
Yeah,
either.
so yeah,
but
I'm
and
not
you don't
baking
make the
a cake from scratch or nothing like that. Now that I know you probably would have to measure out.
And you don't use the you don't bake the pie crust.
No.
You use the other ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so.
you put in there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is true. Apple pie and what's the name? You don't need the.
So.
But you could have taught her. Listen. You know why the next generation don't know how to do shit?
I know.
Is this because you be like, oh, just get out the kitchen. Let me just do it. And then how do they learn? And the same thing with my daughter. She was like, how do you cook collard greens or whatever? And I was like, oh yeah, I never really. Not that they ever cared to learn or whatever, but I'm like, I never showed you. Some lady that I used to work with, her name was Vivian. She died. She told me how to make collard greens because my mother didn't know how to make collard greens. She never made it. And she told me how to do it. So I told my daughter the same way. And I'm like, because she told me while we were at work. So it didn't need to be a hands-on type of deal. So I was like, I told her the same exact thing this lady told me. Her name is Vivian. Vivian Johnson was her name, and she died. And I told her the same exact thing. I was like, this is how you do it and whatever. And she did it and she turned out okay.
I just did it. Like, I just had to.
But and plus before you would like be in the kitchen helping out. Never?
No, when younger, my grandmother did all the kitchen. I'm sitting there waiting like everybody else. Where the food at?
So how you learn how to make that chicken and noodle thing you do?
I just knew what my grandmother did. I never sat, like, literally, I never sat in the kitchen like, Granny, what you doing? Why you doing this? I just knew what was in it. And then I use the same seasonings for everything. Everything is the same season. Everything's the same season.
So wait,
it works for me. I
you
like
just said like, Grandma, how you made chicken and noodles?
No, I'm eating the chicken and noodles, so I know it's chicken and noodles, and it's freaking chicken and noodles in chicken broth, and that's what I use.
And then you just figured it out.
Yes,
the rest of,
honestly.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and with macaroni and cheese, they all, like my grandmother and everybody, they always just sit their ingredients out, so I would see what the ingredients are. So now it's just a matter that. Well, I did ask that my stepmom. I did learn that from her making the roux. Mm-hmm. So that was probably about the only thing she told me. Like, oh, you gotta use this, that, make that roux, and then you put it in the noodles. Mm-hmm. So that part I did learn from my stepmom.
Oh my gosh! Well, you know me, I'm a nerd. I read a lot.
Yeah,
and what's that?
Recipes. I'm not following recipes. I can't.
Well, because you
recipes.
get the. I like those, so I follow really well. That's just my thing. When we were just talking about that, how people learn. If I read it, I can learn on my own. I don't need anybody to show me. I'm not going to even learn if you show it to me, honestly. But I read and I learn. But then after a while, so I read, like, when I wanted to make macaroni and cheese, I used to make that 7 cheese one or whatever. But then when you read it and you read other recipes, you start to see that you need certain things in all of them. All of them have the same thing. So you're like, okay, this has to be there. Then you look. Then when you make the one recipe, you taste it. You're like, okay, that's how it should taste. So then after a while, you'll start to get it. You don't need to do it. Yeah, you don't need it anymore because you like, okay, I know what should be in there, how it should taste. So now I could get to the input.
But I need hands-on type. I read and I start getting cross-eyed. Huh?
And I watched the YouTube videos. That's how did the cabbage and flag out. I watched a YouTube video. What was her name? Diva Can Cook or something like that.
I actually from Divas Can Cook. I did do one of the recipes for the candy yams because they use heavy cream. They use a sauce and they use heavy cream.
Really?
It was good. Mm-hmm. They use a heavy cream because I always make a sauce first before, like I cut up my yams raw and I make a sauce and pour that on it and still put the more sugar in there and then cover it up and do it.
Wait, what's the sauce you make on it?
It's not a sauce. It's just like the make the liquid part of it, the brown sugar, everything you put in your yams. I just make it and make it liquefied.
Oh, I use syrup. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't use syrup.
I use the Aunt your Mama John. I squeeze that shit all over there. And then I put one year I didn't have the Aunt your Mama, so when I make pecan or pecan, wherever you from, I I use corn syrup.
Okay.
And it's really, that shit is
that Cairo
sweet. Yeah, it's really sweet. So one year I like put that, but then I put the brown sugar, the white sugar, whatever, and then get it really sweet. But I use regular syrup, so that's the.
Yeah, I don't use syrup. I don't use syrup.
But syrup ain't shit but brown sugar and liquor, like whatever else they put in there.
High fructose.
Yeah, corn syrup. That's what it is. So that's what I would put in there.
But theirs call for the same way I use that. You just add heavy cream in there.
Really?
It was good.
Yeah, I used to like Divas Get Cooked. I learned a lot of my thing, and then how to make the black eyed peas, because I didn't realize black eyed peas was so like it's
you gotta let it soak
overnight. Yeah,
that's what all those dry peas, like
dry beans. You gotta let them soak.
Yeah. I tried to make lima beans before like that. I was like, yeah, I stick to the frozen lima beans.
Well, you could do. They do have a speed method, but you know how I am about things that, like, if it's two ways to do things. Two ways to do things. One the long way and one a shortcut way. I don't like the shortcut way. Like to make grits. I don't like 5-minute grits. I need the 20-minute Johns. The oatmeal too. Even like that oatmeal I eat, the Irish oatmeal. You can make it quicker. I just don't fuck with it. I like my shit take, I think it's like 30 minutes, 30, 40 minutes.
Make oatmeal?
Uh-huh.
And pack. Hot water to pack.
And that's what
I don't even eat the packs of grits.
Ew, no, I got that. No. And I tell my husband, so even like the beans, it's a way you could do it faster. Like you boil it real high and then you do something else and then you let it sit for like 2 or 3 hours. But I just like my joint.
No, I think the one time I just burned it. I guess I didn't have enough water or whatever. And I I soaked it overnight. Mm-hmm. And then I guess when I was cooking it, the water ran out and whatever. I didn't burn it. Just give me my frozen one. But I do want to try it again. I do want a recipe. I want my stepmother made some butter beans for a repast before. Oh my god! So I do want that. I do want to know how to make that with the neck bones.
That's what I put. This time I put wings in them. Cause my neck bones and whatever. My husband like I had those neck bones for like 2-3 weeks in the refrigerator.
Maybe I could do that with the smoked turkey.
Yeah, I use the smoked turkey ones.
You soak the things overnight. I want lima beans.
It's probably the same thing. You soak them and then you put them in there like basically like how you cook collard greens. You put the smoked meat in there. You put the things in there. I use chicken broth. But you could use water. Of course you can. Yeah. And just season it up. And then season it up and let them cook and cook and cook.
I'm going to make some. I'm going to buy some when I go food shopping. I'll let you know how that come out.
Yes.
But I like it when people's theirs be like that thick sauce.
Yes. Creamy. So I tried to make my black eyed peas in the slow cooker and that doesn't work out.
Oh really?
It didn't, or maybe it just needs more time.
I could do my lima beans in a slow cooker.
But I didn't get that, how you say, gravy. Yeah. I didn't get that from it, and I'm thinking maybe you would have to do it longer than if you did it on the stove.
Oh, okay.
And I just was
so what you do, like 4 hours?
I put it on high. I don't know how many hours.
So you probably should have put it on low, 8 hours.
I ain't time it or anything. I just put the shit.
Because I know my friend, she cooked her collard greens in a slow cooker.
I think collard greens would be different because you're not trying to get that gravy, and basically all you really doing is boiling until they get soft. Yeah, so it ain't really much. So maybe I should have done that. I should have put the collard greens in a slow cooker and put the peas in the pot.
Oh, okay.
Peas in the pot. But yeah, I was like, what's the name? And then you cook for New Year's. You gotta make black eyed peas, cornbread, collard greens.
Do all that.
Really?
That's the money, the
luck, and gold.
Yeah, no, I didn't do that.
And so every year, and then we fry fish.
Yeah, no. My grandmother used to always make definitely black eyed peas and collard greens.
Yeah, so you get money and luck.
Yeah.
And what is it? They say something about you eat 7 of them or something. You gotta eat at least 7 peas.
I don't even eat black eyed peas. I don't like black eyed peas. I don't eat black eyed peas.
What do they taste like that offends you?
I don't know. They just brown and I don't like them. I did taste them before because my father loved them. My father always ate them.
Oh my gosh.
But I don't like them. I don't like
yeah,
black eyed
every
peas.
year we had that. And then one year, oh my God, when I was pregnant with Man, my ass fell asleep on the couch. The bird up the day go graze. I was like, oh my God. But every year on New Year's Eve, I make it. So it'll be done for New Year. But we usually, because we stay up, we'll eat that food New Year's Eve
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. We might go back down to Virginia for New Year's.
That'll be cool. Now my son, his birthday New Year's Day. So what we used to do was just we would cook the fry the fish, cook all of the food, and then we would stay up to say Happy Birthday, Happy New Year's, and then eat and then sleep the rest of the day.
Yeah, you really don't do nothing on New Year's Day.
No,
it's always the eve.
Yeah,
that you do stuff. So yeah, we're supposed to be going down there, but we gotta figure that out.
I need to get some old friends that want to be lit with kids and everything.
Yeah,
so they can get my babies running around. Okay, so now we're gonna turn to the knitting section. Nah.
Now it's time for Aisha to exit the building because I don't do knitting. Now I'm not old like that. Like,
let me tell you something. We know people. I don't want to mention their name because I didn't say this in advance to them to ask if I could mention their names. But one of the co-hosts of Life of a TV Addict, she's friends with the girls too, and Mia is friends with the girls. And one of their friends knits. They went to Rhinebeck, which is upstate New York, with fucking sheep, llamas, bunny rabbits. They held their girl down. I can't even get you to go to New York City for knitting.
Yeah, you got that right. I don't want to see a bunch of people talking about, knit 1, purl 2, and no. I'm not at that stage in my life where I'm doing that. When I'm at that stage in my life, I got about 4 grandkids, and they off to college. And they off to college.
Relaxing, but you used to crochet.
And how long did that last?
One day.
It lasted longer than one day, but it got boring. I need to watch TV, and I couldn't do both.
But why? That's because
I was learning, so I had to pay attention.
But I bet if you had did it a couple of more times, that you would be sitting on there making fucking blankets for. Because now it's certain things that I like when I knit certain things I don't really need to pay attention to. So I'm like, okay, I could do this while I watch TV because I don't need to pay attention. But you know me with my ADD, I'll be reading a book, knitting, I'll do everything. Yeah, so it's not a big deal. But
it was boring just sitting there doing the same.
I find it relaxing. Oh my God.
I don't know.
I wish I could have.
You know what's relaxing to me?
Doing nothing.
Exactly. That's relaxing. You just sitting there, feet up, and maybe strolling the internet.
That's not relaxing. That makes me like, it's like I don't know. It doesn't make me relax. Relaxing for me, like if I could take a walk, and just be able to take the walk without any time constraints, anything, just the walk. I like that. And knitting. Like I would like to get up in the morning and have at least 30 minutes to an hour to drink my coffee in peace. Nobody yelling my name. Nobody saying anything in the knit. Exactly. And I'm not getting it. So now I'm like considering. The other day I was driving. I said, you know what? I think I'm going to start waking up at like 4:30 in the morning so that I can have some time to myself. Because I'm like, I just need that time.
Can I have that water? I keep looking at it now.
It's cold.
Thank you.
I got a rail in here. When they had that thing on Facebook, words black people pronounce wrong, and they had ginger ale as one of them, I said, oh yeah, that shit rail in my house.
No, it was, this is black people cure for everything. Ginger ale. My stomach hurt just to ginger ale. I got a headache just to ginger ale.
Really?
Yeah, they said black people use ginger ale as a cure for everything.
Oh my God, I gotta try it.
Me growing up, I told you it was orange juice.
Really?
My father, orange juice cured everything.
No, what did we
orange juice and alcohol.
Maybe Robitussin.
Put some Tussin on it.
But I haven't been drinking Row either because now I with my fake diet
water.
that
I haven't had soda.
So now I do, but I like is it Pellegrino? Pellegrino.
Like a seltzer water?
It's like like the sparkling water. So I like that. So and I find that it's good. It is a good substitute for the soda. So like if I want ginger ale or like something and I want that, I'll take a couple of the sparkling water. Or like sometimes some food you eat, you just can't drink regular water. Like if you're eating a nice burger or something. Really?
I could drink water with everything. Like and people say that with pizza. Yeah, I could drink water.
But so I found that I could drink that water though. With the sparkling one, it's pretty cool. So I've been drinking that a lot. Like
I could drink water with everything.
I
really can.
I can't.
It's just sometimes I just get tired of just the no taste. Sometimes I just want to burp. I just want to burp though.
Then drink the sparkling water.
I don't like sparkling. Oh, I need to burp. Give me a Pepsi or ginger ale. Let me burp.
Can you? So that's the thing. I stopped drinking cola, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, all of that for a long time, and I tried to drink it one time. Oh my God. I thought I was dying or something. My stomach was making all these weird noises. It was like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I told my mother, and she was like, what did you drink? And I told her I drank a Coke or a Pepsi. And she was like, when the last time you drank one? I said, I don't know. Probably after I was pregnant, because I was like, I definitely ain't drinking for at least like 9-10 months. And she was like, yeah, that's why. You can't go back like that. I said, oh, so I don't even drink it no more. We only drink Rail, and they drink orange soda. That's some nasty shit. Orange soda.
What?
Ew!
So good.
I tried to drink it because
my husband loves orange and grape soda.
Grape soda? Yeah! Ew!
No, orange soda, Sunkiss, like certain brands. Like Sunkiss is really good.
Oh, I think we had Fanta, but I tried to drink some orange soda or some grape soda because I wanted some. And I was like, what the fuck? Y'all drink this shit? So I don't even buy it anymore.
But I haven't had soda in a minute. It's been a minute.
Good.
It's been this Dawn water.
That's what we need to do is just cut out certain things and then see if you miss them, because certain things you may not miss. Yeah. And then you like, all right, fuck it. Like I had gave up ice cream and at one point, like I wasn't getting ice cream. I was gonna say the milkshakes, but no, I think we were doing the milkshakes still, but it was the ice cream, and I was eating yogurt. And I did miss ice cream, but it's some things like I just don't miss. Like I stopped drinking. I'm at eating or drinking. I'm like, I ain't missing.
No, I had stopped eating potato chips and I missed it.
So you can't get them all.
Nice and spicy and crunchy.
Oh my God, the way you're describing them, but you can't get that one. That one it's not gonna work because. Yeah. So you need to find something else to give up. What else can you give up?
That's bad for me. I guess cakes, maybe.
Cakes?
I like cakes.
Oh my God, girl, please! I just fucked up a chocolate croissant with. Oh my God!
Oh, I could definitely give up bread.
Oh, I can't. I could give it because I don't eat bread on a regular basis, but sometimes I crave it.
I gotta give up bread.
I literally will crave a bagel.
But I won't. No.
Really? So only once in a I can't give up bread.
The only thing is that I be wanting pizza.
Well, I was
dough,
but it ain't. So. I guess what I mean when I crave the bread, I don't crave like that. I crave bread. Like I want not like sliced white. I don't eat white bread at all. Mm-hmm. I only eat wheat bread or multigrain bread. But I'll crave a bagel or how you say the French loaf, that kind of bread. Oh. Bread. I want bread, not dough or nothing. No. So you could probably give up bread.
I could give up bread. I could definitely give up bread.
I just can't. Every once in a while, I'll just be sitting around. I'll be like, we gotta go to the bagel. I want I want bread.
Yeah, I could give up bread because even if I have a cheeseburger, I probably could just do half the bread or just take it off the bun altogether. Give me the burger.
No. What's the other thing? I was talking about the croissant. It was chocolate with the almonds pasting. Oh my God. And then they put powdered sugar all over the top of it. Shit just ain't right. And these things cost no less than $4 or $5 a piece, but they so good.
That should make you give it up right there.
Girl, didn't I tell you the time my fat ass sat in the car eating $7 worth of croissants out of Starbucks, just sitting there going back in, and I only didn't go back for the third one because I was so embarrassed that I had one packed up. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna look dumb fat going back in here.
I can do without that.
Okay. Alright, so what did we have going on in
Cameron and Mace?
Oh my God! I was listening to the interview.
I was listening to the interview on my way here. I didn't finish it though. I didn't get all the way through.
I was listening. And he gonna be part later, but I was listening to the album because I just remembered I got Apple, and now they saying that
what
title
album?
Apple Music.
No, what album?
Oh, the program. Oh. That's the new one. That's why Mace came out with the song.
Oh.
But Tidal Music is going to be $3.99 for 6 months. So.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just sent me an email, so I need to sign up because they just sent me a text message that my thing is about my free trial about to expire December 27th.
So ask them if you could do the $3.99, John. Mm-hmm. Because I'm switching once my free thing up. So to Tidal, I'm giving Jay-Z my money. But so I was listening to the album on the way this morning on the way here. And it was pretty good until it got to one song with this girl, and then it just started going down after that. I was like, all right, I don't know. It was pretty good up until that point.
Oh, maybe I'll listen to it. Did you listen to what's their name? Fabulous and Jada Kiss album?
No, is it good?
I like it.
I listen to it. I hope it ain't dated. You know what? The only thing I didn't like with not Fabulous so much, because I used to be in love with Fabulous, but then me and him, I don't know, like, I don't know what happened with us. Like, we were in love, at least in my then he got this fucking bitch, Emily, and she in love with him, and I'm like, yo, and then they showing all the other girls he messed with. I say, so our relationship not working because you just want a Spanish chick. Like, I want natural so I could be curly in the summer for the motherfucker. And he still, I was like, you know what? Fuck you, Fab. Fuck you. Then he fixed his tooth, which I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so I had to give up on Fab. And I don't know if that's why I wasn't supporting his music anymore because
I can't.
He cheated on me in our fake relationship. Cause I'm like, yo, he raps the same. He still spit the same shit. But I just don't feel him like that anymore. And I'm like, why?
Yeah, it gotta be that.
It's personal. So if he would just talk to me and I could get closure on our relationship, maybe we can move forward with this and I could start to support him again. But until that time, I wasn't. But no, I'm serious about that part though.
Holla at me, Fab.
Look, I'm just playing. No, I'm serious. But Jada, because what I found him to be, it was on. It's been a few years that his style of rap, what he raps about, was dated. Mm-hmm. It sounded like 1998, 1990. It sounded like that. And I understand, like, hey, this is who he is, but you got to switch up. You should not be still using slang from the 90s. You should not still be rapping. To me. And maybe because I'm not that much older, I could see maybe if I was, like, over 40 or something, then I would be okay. Like, okay, because I'm so far from this new shit that, like, all I care about is the old shit we used to spit. And I'm not there. Like, I'm like, yo, these young niggas moving. Like, why you sound like 1997 and we in 2017? I need you to...
No, I think he, in this album... No, I get what you're saying because he did say that in, like, his last album, Top 5. He was using a lot of old slang.
Yeah, it was dated. Like that's B-boy the one.
And the B-boy. Like,
but
no, this one I think was pretty cool because I guess it's that balance with him and Fab. So every song is like Fab is like Freddie and he's Jason. Mm-hmm. So it was like
I didn't like the marketing. Hold on, let me say this. I didn't like the marketing for that. Y'all don't need to do stunts and shit. Y'all Fab and fucking Jada Kiss.
Yeah.
Y'all don't need that shit. You don't need that glove. Y'all don't need to put on mask and take pictures. Y'all don't need that. I know at Def Jam and Rock Nation they told y'all did. They fucking lied. Y'all don't need that because the people who listen to your music and who buy your music, we ain't into that shit.
Exactly.
First of all, half of us don't even know how to fucking find those pictures that y'all took. So what's the point? Just put out the fucking music. Like,
so each song they both rap on it.
I Fab like is really relevant. He stays relevant.
Yeah, I like his verses better. Mm-hmm. Than Jada's. But I always love Jada. I just always love.
So Jada. You just biased?
Yeah, I am.
Oh well, at least you honest about it, because I'm biased to certain rappers.
But I do like the album. I do.
So I'm gonna check that one out because I do like. Well, once me and Fab we get closure, I'm gonna be able to support him. But as long as he with another chick, I'm not supporting that shit. So he can spend my money with her. You just gonna leave me and then go spend my money with her? No. But yeah, I was listening to that one. And it was pretty good. It was like that New York shit. You know, I love New York rap music. Even though I do like trap music.
I love their accent. I like when they talk. Like, when listen to that Cam, I was like, yeah, because my mother. Oh, Cam, your mother.
You really like that mother?
I do like that New York accent. I do.
Oh my God. And I'm saying here, like, where do they get mother and brother from TH? How do you get there?
My mother. It's my mother.
But I did listen to the interview. So one of the things that he won't admit and acknowledge, but I believe that him and Juju broke up because of that fucking Love and Hip Hop.
Oh yeah, he's saying it wasn't.
Reality TV is the death.
Broke her the deal.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is that everybody goes into those situations thinking it's not going to be me.
Well, honestly, he did still kind of say it though, because they asked him, well, was it because they
said
blatantly said, was it? He was like, no, I broke the deal, blah blah blah. He was like, but at the same time, you still got to be my best friend. So it seemed like she chose that over still being his ride or die, still being there for him. She was like, yeah, now I got my own thing going on. Let me do this, and he said that
exactly.
So he's like, no, you still got to be my best friend because that's how we started. Like, basically, you was doing nothing but being by my side and helping me and doing everything with me, and now you got this over there. And I was like, you're not even my best friend no more. Like, I don't even see you that much. I don't talk to you that much like we used to.
I think
so
that
it's kind of like he did say it.
I was about to say, I think she had other stuff going on, like the hair. She was selling hair. She had some other things going on. But like we always say, it's a difference between me sitting here being Cameron, like, yo, we going to Ohio tomorrow. And we leave with no further discussion. And me saying we going to Ohio tomorrow, you're like, well, I got to check because they had me doing a booking here, or I got a photo shoot for Love and Hip Hop. And it's like, nah, ma, you don't understand. We're going tomorrow. You tell them motherfuckers you're not available. And, like, you got to play the role. But that reality TV, let me tell you, you got to stay off of this shit. You have to. It's not going to work. I was watching,
and I think, well, Remy and Paps is working because they do it together.
And Remy... Let's be real. Remy is really not on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
She's pimping the shit. Like, her and Pap are pimping it. So it's different. Because it's like, do we got anything we want to promote, Pap? No? Alright. See you. Yeah, you want to promote the kids rapping? Okay, we'll film with our kids. Like, it's a difference.
Yeah.
And after doing 6 years, I mean, maybe she got to at least give them 6 years on the outside before she could turn, like, before anything. Neither one of these motherfuckers can leave the other one unless they do 6 years on the outside together. Then they could, I won't allow it, Remy and Pat. I won't. Y'all got to be together for at least 7 winters, 6 summers.
7 winters, 6 summers, and y'all only on what? This gonna be y'all third winter?
Y'all got 3 fucking boys and a baby, cause you did promise that baby.
And so he bring that up like, oh, you promised me a child. Like,
so once y'all get 3 more winters, 2
more winters,
and 3 more summers, and a baby, then y'all could.
Yeah, 4 winters, 3 summers to go,
and a baby. Don't forget the baby. We all saw it on in America on TV. You promised that baby. We want that baby.
He gonna sue you for it.
Shit, and we gonna be right there with him, y'all. She said we want that baby.
How you get a surrogate, whatever.
We want it. But I just think it's a curse. And then I was watching Tamar and Vince, because I don't know how I got know.
Okay. I haven't been watching it. I turned to it on Thursday. Because nothing was on my skin. Nothing was on. So I turned to it on Thursday. And he's just out of it. He's not the same Vince from when they was filming the Braxtons. When they filmed their first seasons of Tamar and Vince. He looks high all the time. Like, he just, like, he's in a daze all the time. And I didn't get, why are y'all on vacation with your friends you just met?
And the Patty fucking LaBelle guy, guy. Why
are y'all on vacation with them? And y'all
was supposed to be working on your relationship, but you bring the fucking Patty LaBelle.
Yeah, and like he said, he was like, the part I saw, he was like, they was doing the ATVs or whatever. He was like, that was cool. He was like, and then he went and sat to the side because they went down there to the beach and was putting their feet in the water or whatever. He was like, I'm not going over there because those are her friends and their conversations are not my conversations. I'm not interested in what they talking about. So why would I go over there and be all up in their conversation if it don't interest me? So, and I agree with him. Interest me. So I agreed with him, like, yeah, I'm gonna sit, like, we did the ATVs and I was down with that. We was having fun in the car or whatever. Now you get out and you want to go over there and have these conversations that it doesn't involve me. And
I was confused by, she said, we're having problems in our relationship. We should go on vacation. I'm going to bring the guy that was singing Patti LaBelle songs Eating Pie on YouTube. And this other guy.
His friend. That one of them is his friend,
his
and then
partner.
The other person is her makeup or hair person.
And I'm gonna bring these two people with us. Why, you ask? Why the fuck not? I would be like, first of all, I would be like, yo, then what's the point? Oh, the nanny. I think there's
yeah. So the son was there.
Yeah, like we gotta bring the nanny.
Okay.
Hold on,
I didn't know the son was there. I didn't know the son
the nanny justified. Everybody else ain't.
Yeah, no, I didn't know the son was there.
But I'm like, what the fuck? And there's some parts I think that they had already made the decision that the marriage was over. And it seemed like he's just there, like, I'm just here so I won't be fined. Like, I don't want to be in breach of contract. Like, what do y'all want to know? Like, it doesn't seem like he's there.
Exactly. You see him, they pan it to him, and he's just sitting there, lip hanging, eyes droopy, and he's just staring. He's not there at all. He's checked out.
And that was my thing. I'm like, what parts was it that they had already decided to divorce and end the marriage and they didn't finish filming, or they still had one season under the contract and they like, well, we gotta film this, and he's just like, whatever. Tamar is a different beast. She's with the phony shit, she's with the fake, she's with the entertainment, so it wouldn't be a big deal to her. Mm-hmm. He's not. And he's like, you know what, like, I'm over this shit. I could be managing people because now he manages Remy. I could be managing people. I could be doing what I do. Okay. I don't want to be here. But, of course, you don't want to breach the contract either because then you got to pay. Mm-hmm. So, I don't...
They already owe money for something.
Yeah, it just looked like he wasn't in. But I watched a couple because I'm like... Nothing was on. It was the same day, actually, that we were doing it. And I was like, what is this? I'm like...
And then also, like you said, because I didn't see the beginning when they said that, oh, we want to take this vacation for this or whatever. But then you sit there and you talk down to him in front of these people. You make comments that start an argument in front of these people. How can you work on your marriage if you sitting here, y'all arguing in front of these people? Shouldn't that be behind closed doors?
But how can we work on our marriage in front of people, period?
Yeah, that too. But it's like, still, why are you bringing up stuff? Because I know I did watch another clip before, another episode, and it was something about, they was talking about being overweight and gout and heart disease and all that. And she mentioned, because he got gout and all that. Why are you bringing his business in front of them? He don't know these people. You just met them. So, and he said something about that. He was like, yeah, but you sitting there discussing me. Why? And he's right. Like, why are you discussing his personal health business? If he want to say it, let him say it.
I took it, so I saw that same scene when they were at the table, and I just didn't take it like he made it seem like he was I don't know if this is the correct word, but like, he was like somebody who was like, indolent or whatever, like he couldn't care for himself, he couldn't do anything, his mind wasn't working right, whatever, and he's just sitting there and she talking about him like he doesn't exist. No, they were talking, he was there, he could have fucking left if he didn't want to participate in a conversation or the dinner. And if he wanted to have a dinner with just him and Tamar, he should have said, listen, I thought we were going to have dinner together, can you excuse your friends? Because at some point, Vince, we already had an episode about you putting your pimp hand down. You got to put your pimp hand down and tell her, your friend, like, this dinner is just for us. They need to go. In front of them. So you can let them know. I don't know what this bitch tell you when I ain't around, but please understand, this is my shit. Yeah. And then let them go. But they were all talking, and they were talking about something because the guy, EJ or whatever, he had the weight loss surgery too. And they were talking, and then she said, yeah, because he had gout. I didn't take it like she was talking about him like he doesn't exist or she just was talking.
No,
and maybe he wanted to keep that personal because gout, for me, I always thought it was like people who drink too much beer.
No, it's too much acid in your body. My brother, my father, and like he said, he said, he was like, it's like a family history type thing. It could be hereditary. Like my father had it, my uncle has it, my brother has it, and it's just like your body just producing too much of the bad acid in your body.
And you sure it ain't because they drinking the beer?
My brother don't drink.
Oh, okay.
My father did, and his may have came from that. And my uncle did too. They had to drink a Valentine Ale every day. Which they may have, but now it's come to the point where, and then I know I have a friend that has it, and she doesn't drink beer. And my brother has it, and he doesn't drink beer at all.
Do they eat fatty food?
No, his came from like eating like the tomato sauce.
The acid. Yeah,
it's the acid. So you drink some cherry juice to get it out or whatever. But my aunt has it, but she was kind of alcoholic in it. But she had it. But it is not always necessary just from beer with everybody.
That's why I thought that he got upset about it because I always attributed it to drinking a lot of beer and greasy food. Mm-hmm. So I was like, maybe that's why he's upset because she's putting it out like that he's still a fat ass. Yeah, he's still, just because he looked thinner, he's not taking care of himself. So I thought that's why he got upset. But when he said like he got upset because she's just sitting there talking, it was like, come on, bro, you were there, they were having a conversation. She wasn't trying to embarrass you or anything like that. Now that I know it ain't come from beer and greasy food, so what the fuck was the big deal?
I think it's more so he didn't want them near.
But say that.
Yeah, you can't say that.
I know who getting hashtag little pussy.
I think he just didn't want them near, and it was like, oh boy, and I guess the episode last week, it was more so, I don't care about y'all conversation. I don't want to talk about this. Can we talk about something else? Mm-hmm. Like, and it's like, instead of saying it like, yo, what y'all talking about? Like, I don't care about none of that. Okay, we fat. Most of us up on this table fat. Like, we all have issues. But do you think that the issue was, because to me, ever since they've been on TV, they never seemed like they were really into each other. Mm-hmm. They didn't seem like they worked together or whatever as a couple. And that may just be what we see on TV. Earlier on, it seemed like he had money. He was spending money. And most of the times when they seemed like they were getting together or was a look-alike, it was him spending money. Mm-hmm. And no offense to Tamar, but the truth is the truth. He did save her from a life of being smutted out by football and basketball players. So, I mean, it never seemed like it was there. And then if you get to a point, now say if this guy has money and he's saving you from this life of being smutted out by everybody. Now, you get to a point where he doesn't even have that much more than you, mm-hmm. or he doesn't even have the money at all. Like, mm-hmm. The roles switch. Yeah. And now it's like, whatever. I was tolerating you mm-hmm. before, but now it's like, because she made that comment, like, do you ever get to a point where you just tired of being around the same person over and over every day, and you just yeah, but it's like the way she said it and how she's coming off to him, it's like, why are you saying it like that? It's like you're putting it out like, I just don't want to be with you no more, and that's how she's coming off now. So it's like, y'all just did this show just to do this show. Oh, this last season, that's why I say I think that they really were under contract to do this show. And they like, because his response to that was like, well, if you're my best friend, like, and I love you, why wouldn't I want to always be around you? And she's like, every day, every single moment, every da-da-da-da-da. Like, yeah, but you want to be around Future ass. No. Oh, it wasn't her. It was Scottie Pippen's wife that was with Future. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Something just ain't right. And then I did agree with her on a certain point. Like, she was like, he got the weight loss surgery, and I wasn't involved in that decision. I don't agree with that. Well, and me and you disagree on that point, is that I feel for two reasons. Number one, if I marry somebody or I'm in a relationship with somebody and they look a certain type of way and I'm attracted to that look, or it would be one thing if I married you skinny and then you got fat, and then, you like, this ain't even me. Mm-hmm. So you couldn't have been, like, you might have got used to it, but this ain't how you met me. Uh-huh. But if I married you fat, and I like fat, then you want to go fucking lose weight and you don't consult me? Like, how you not want that? It's not what you want. This is my body. This is my health. So if I'm unhealthy, regardless if you met me this way, if it's affecting my health, then I gotta do this for me.
No, the health part I do get. Now he was really, really, really big, and if it was affecting his health, we know
it was affecting his health because he had health issues on the show. Yeah,
but it's like I don't know. And then how much weight are you gonna? Because me, you know how I am. Mm-hmm. I don't like no skinny guy, and I damn sure don't like no muscle building looking shit. Like, if you wanted to change your life like that, you gotta come to me and let me know, because I'm gonna tell you, I'm not attracted to that. So when you get, I don't know if I want to stay around till you get to that point, but I'm going to leave.
Okay, now did she consult with him when he met her? Her
and
nose
she changed
was
her
wide.
face.
Yeah, exactly. Did you
How do we know she did?
That I wanted to sit here and look at a plastic Barbie doll.
How do we know she did? And we don't know if he wasn't the one who pushed her to do it. And I mean, because Tony got the same look. Mm-hmm. And so maybe he said, like, well, if you look like Tony, I could get you more. Who knows? That part of it, because that's just me. Like, if my husband say here, and because he was like, he gonna lose weight. And I was like, yeah, you know, I'll be fucking with no skinny dudes. So do you. But understand where I'm coming from. Just make sure you know. This is my preference. I don't like it. So what are you gonna do? Just keep sitting here losing weight if you want. But when I cheat on you or I sleep, you gotta, I gotta be real.
Like, oh, you want to cheat on me with that Teddy Ruxpin looking nigga?
Yeah, motherfucker. I told you. Then the other part of it is that the surgeries and stuff health wise, and I know we don't agree on that point, but that is something. I think that's like she was saying. Okay, he had the weight loss surgery. That's one thing. Now he wants to have a surgery. While I don't agree with her, let me be honest, I don't agree with her. He wants to have surgery to remove the skin and everything that he lost. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't agree with her that he shouldn't have the surgery. But I do understand what she means. It's like, it's a major surgery. We need to discuss this. And it seems like that whether I'm against it or for it or whatever, you're going to do it. And that part I do have a problem with. Because ultimately, it is his body. It is his right. We had that topic on Grown and Opinionated. But I do agree with her, because I would want to know and want to be able to be part of that decision, because you're still mine.
I'm going to say it, and you're going to say, well, I don't think you should have it. Why don't you think I should have it?
And I would tell you.
Okay, and then I'm like, well, this is why I need to have it.
And then I'll be like, you fucking fat, selfish ass. And
then, hey, I'd be fat and selfish with the surgery.
So I guess that would cause a problem, because it's like, what are your real reasons behind me not wanting me to get this? It's not because this is the way you met me. This is what you want me to stay looking a certain way, thinking that I won't step out on you or other women won't look at me, and then while you over there beautifying yourself. But you met me this way.
No, I didn't. I met you with a wide nose.
Other than the nose, you met me this way. And then you can always voice your opinion. That's my thing. I don't want it to be like, oh, then you can't leave. No, you always have the right. But my thing is that, especially with the surgeries and everything, I just feel like that's something that we need to discuss. And yes, because there's risk, there's everything, and we need to discuss. And I want you to know how I feel.
And guess what? It's risk if I keep it this way. It's risk of me dying this way. It's risk of me getting on that table. No, with
the skin. The skin.
That's like you could get infection. Really? Yeah, because like when those people lose all that weight and it start hanging, and especially like over your private areas, you could develop, like, it was this one story I read. She got a rash under the, and it, like, it was bad. Like, it could mess up.
Well, I would like to go to the doctor, and for the doctor to say, like, listen, this is, whatever, like, he really needs to have this. It's not just truly cosmetic. It's a need. Mm-hmm. Now, if a doctor tell me my husband needs a surgery,
because
then that's one thing.
This one thing, I think this girl, she was able to get that done without it being considered cosmetic, because she developed a rash or something down there that was caused from the skin hanging. So she was able to get it
approved without it being cosmetic. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's something like that, because I know at one point my husband he didn't need it, but he was going to have surgery on his arm. Mm-hmm. So you know how there's sometimes you need something like, listen, this is a health risk, mm-hmm. or you're gonna die, or it's gonna get worse. But then there's other things, like I remember it's like bunion surgery. Mm-hmm. Like you don't need to get these bunions cut off. But if you want to, of course, you could get it approved and everything because they, it's uncomfortable, whatever. So he was going to have the surgery. And me and him got into the discussion, and I told him, fuck you and your broke arm. And if you fucking do it, I ain't fucking with you. Because at that point, I told him, I said, I think your decision to do this is purely selfish. You're not taking into consideration me or my family or our family. So fuck you. And that's where we were at with it. And and that's just what it was. And but it's real. It's real. Like, so if it was that type of surgery, like if my husband came home now and said, like, I want to go get my bunions cut off and be out of work for 2 months. I'm like, no. Now, it's his body. It's his right. But when you remember, when you check in for your surgery and nobody's there to pick you up, and then when you pull up to the house and all your shit is outside, you gotta understand where that came from.
I don't think that's right, because I'm the one that have to live with these bunions.
I gotta live with you without the bunions.
Okay.
Okay.
So what me not having bunions, what is that gonna do for you?
I might like bunions.
Yeah, okay.
Bunions.
It's me. Because sometimes I guess bunions hurt people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
and you
can't
wear shoes.
Yeah, you can't wear certain shoes.
That are my bunions.
He got to walk around that because his wife's saying, oh, no, you're not having no surgeries.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I don't want to keep living them like this.
Then
I want to wear certain shoes.
Bye.
I don't want to have pain every 3 months because the pain come back because it's getting worse.
Bye. I'll be like, bye.
All right, and I'll be like, bye to you too.
All right, then that's it. But that would be me, because then I gotta live with it. First of all, I gotta take care of you during recovery.
Now you're being selfish.
I don't want to fucking take care of you.
That's real selfish. Like,
okay, but it's honest.
But that's real selfish. Like, y'all together, like, you supposed to, when he can't do for himself, you
but
supposed
it's
to be
not like you got sick. Now, if somebody ran over your foot, then that's different. But you choose to go get your bunions removed? No, fuck you. Hop around and take care of yourself.
That's messed up.
Well, hey.
That's messed up.
That's what it is. And just like he tell me all the time about not that I'm big, not that I would do it or not do it, I don't know. Mm-hmm. But for the plastic surgery, and he like, I don't think you should do it. I don't think you need it. Like, just try to work out or whatever. Mm-hmm. But then when I kept like mentioning that the weight was bothering me, whatever, he like, well, how much that surgery costs? Like, do you want to get it or whatever? But if I had said that I wanted plastic surgery and I had my own money and he was totally against it, like, no, whatever. Because I want to be in my marriage and I love him, I would not go and do it. I wouldn't. Because I'm like, if he's against it and it's not something I need, then how am I going to do this to them?
I need it for my own self-esteem. So, no, it's something I need. Because I'm unhappy with the way I look, so I want it, and I can afford to pay for it. I'm going to get it.
Otis, get this pin. Gotta get strong on that. No, I wouldn't do it because
that's the same way. But I'm also that way, the opposite way. So if it's you, I would never tell somebody, "Oh, don't get that." No, I won't tell my husband that. If that's something that you want to do, it's your body, it's your right. I have no say over that. So now, what you can consult me and maybe ask my opinion, and I will give you my honest opinion. But ultimately, it's your decision.
So what if he wanted to get the like how Tiny got new eyeballs, and he like, you know what? I want to go get new eyeballs, and they saying I might be blind after this, permanently blind, like. Can't see shit, Stevie Wonder type blind.
If you want to take that risk and be blind just so you could sit around blinking your eyes and they colorful, that's on you.
So now he gets the surgery and he never going to get fake eyeballs because he ain't going to Africa. But if he got the fake eyeballs
on the life insurance policy,
and wait, and he turned blind, now he's Stevie Wondering. You.
Stevie Wondering.
Literally. But and he come home and he like, babe, I'm blind. Like, Give me a stick, give me the sunglasses, I'm blind.
And I would get the stick and I would get the sunglasses.
And then you just take care of him?
And I have to. Because it was his decision to make that. Now, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I'm the one that have to also live with that. But that was still his choice. And if I still want to be with my husband, then I got to live with that.
But you signed up to be with your husband. You signed up to be with Stevie Wonder? Otis Wonder? You ain't signed up for that shit.
Then okay, and at that point, I still do have that right to leave and be like, yo, I can't do this.
You want to leave a blind man?
If it ain't working, it ain't working.
Yo, you foul. Chicks from North be like,
if it ain't working,
hold on, grab your stick, motherfucker.
Blind people out here every day, B. they find love.
Oh my God.
They run into the wrong person.
Look, write him a letter in Braille. It's over, motherfucker. Oh my God, yo, that's so cold. That's so cold.
If it's not working, it's not working.
Damn. I'm gonna leave the man blind. I can't. I can't. Alright, let's get into who we here for, who we not here for. And hashtag little pussy. So, I know who I want to get little pussy to. It's two people. One, this guy called me on Monday morning at 9 o'clock and went off on me and was like yelling at me. And I guess, I keep trying to tell people, like, where did you think I came from? Like, I'm from Jersey City. You know who I know. You know my husband, which, you can't think I'm but so prim and proper with this type of husband. Like, you gotta understand, the shit can't be that way. Because, who here, why the fuck you really think you're gonna try me and I'm gonna just be, like, professional? Like, where do you think this really gonna go? And I'm like, yo, are people dumb?
Are you dumb?
I'm like, because I just was like, yo, now you know me. We had a discussion about where I'm from. Like, you know me. So you really thought you were going to call and yell at me? And what did you think I was going to say? Oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, first of all. And then I hung up a time or two. Like, yo, but I got to give him a little pussy because now my husband, because he know the person, and I had to tell him with my business, like, I talk to you like my husband, but you can't react like my husband on business stuff. I'm good. As long as a motherfucker don't put their hands on me or do nothing like that, I'm good. Or jerk me on no money. Then I'm good. Let me handle this. And he like, nah, I gotta at least have a talk to him because now, it's going to be like people could talk to you that way. No, it's okay.
Yeah. Because if you don't know the person and people talk to me that way, you can't approach everybody.
Well, hold on. That's where we go to the other little pussy. Remember yesterday I was telling you about the issue in Walmart when I went to the beginning of the road and the worker from Walmart, some young kid was sitting there. And so I said, excuse me. And he was like, oh, okay. And like, it was like, so what? You were just going to stand there, and if I didn't say excuse me, you weren't going to move. What was going to happen? So I told my husband, he's like, his niece works there. Let's call her Cece. And he was like, you remember what he looked like? And I'm like, some young black kid, like, some young kid or whatever. He was like, nah, I'm going to get Cece to point him out. And smack the shit out of him. And I'm like, why? And he's like, cuz, why are they doing that shit? He's like, they always trying to do some tough shit, this and this and that. I'm like, listen, you cannot go down to Walmart and smack the shit out of people. Like, you can't. Like, what are you going to do? Because he tried to say he was going to talk to. No, you're not. I've been married to you. I know you for like 20 years. You don't even know how to talk. So you're not trying to talk to nobody. Knock it the fuck off. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's not how you handle. Everything is not like that. He was like, I just don't like that shit. So don't tell me no more. And I'm like, all right, I got to accept that. Like, he can't handle that if I tell him that he feels a certain type of way about it. So I'm like, all right. But those are the two people I'm giving a little pussy. But before we move on, let me say this. Yesterday, my daughter was telling me the story that she was driving in a car and the windows got foggy. So she said she put the heat up really, really high to kind of get it down quicker. And her friends was like, turn that heat off. And she like, I can't see. So, and they like, yeah, but it's hot. I said, well, you should have hit them with the Remy Ma. What do you think my daughter's response was?
I don't know.
She said, and shoot them? Oh my! What the fuck?
You said the Remy Ma. You
are you dumb? Exactly.
But that's the Remy Ma too. That's what she did, right?
Oh my God. I was in the car just cracking up laughing. And she was like, well, what else? She was like, I bet if you ask anybody else what the Remy Ma is, that they'll say to shoot him. I'm like, no, I think only... as your mother, why would I be telling my child to shoot her friend? Girl, oh my God.
But what did she say to them? Like, because I'm not understanding. You in my car.
That's what I was saying. And you can remind them that they're in your car. She was like, yeah, if I can't see, then we gonna crash. Like, shut up. And she was like, and I just kept the heat up. I was like, but I told her, I said you should have hit them with the Remy Ma. Mm-hmm. Not with a gun.
Not with the ratchet.
Just are you dumb? Like, hit them with a are you dumb and let's move on. But okay, so that's my little pussy. You got a little pussy?
My brother. I just told you that.
Oh story. Yeah.
He's a hashtag little pussy. I think I need to go step in for him. He act like he can't ask people for some money.
Well, I told you know what? Honestly, and I tell you all the time, until me and you, now we knew each other for years, but until we had that conversation, and it wasn't like I came to you like, I don't know what to do. How am I going to get my money or anything? We were just conversing and talking and blah, blah, blah. And you was like, oh, yeah, because I asked her for my money and I don't care. And they be like, I said, yeah, people act like you sweating up for money. You be like, I don't care what they think about me. You can say whatever you want. Give me my money. And not into that point, I was like, oh, yeah, it's so true. That people, we're so concerned with how these people who owe us money and what they're going to say and how they view us, that we're scared to ask for our own money back. And not into this, so now I don't give a fuck. I will ask people on the block. I will ask them for anything. If it's $20, $30, my son friend owed me $60. He came to my door. I say, excuse me, I need to talk to you. I say, you know you owe me money, right? And I don't take kindly to people owing me money. When are you going to have my money? With my kids sitting right fucking there. Oh, I don't care anymore. Because if you let that, and that's Eckhart totally whatever, you know, the ego, whatever. But that's part of the ego. If you let them people have that effect, and you, I know you didn't read the book, The New Earth and everything, but your ego is really, really, like, I don't even think you have one. It's really in check. If you let that affect you, people gonna expose that and use it against you.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, when it's a friend that borrowed money, I don't like if it's petty money, like, because I did have a falling out with a friend that owed me money. Did I ask her for the money? No, because guess what? I know you can never ask me again. So, and then I know if you want to lose a friendship over $40, that's on you. So when somebody borrow money from me, I don't ask for it because you know you owe me that money. But if I have to collect money, I don't care what you say about me. I want my money.
So if I borrow the money from you, but you know I'm crackish. Wait, hold on.
You owe me money.
I'm crackish though. You know, I'll probably know I owe you money and I'll forget. But like, I'm crackish with that. I'm crackish with everything. But you would be like, I wouldn't feel no type of way if you say, hey, don't forget you owe me $20 or $30. Not that I would ever borrow 20 or 30 from you because it would be it's just too petty. Yeah. I would just be like, hey, give me $20, give me $30. Because again, and my sister and I, we have this type of relationship for years when we used to live together. It's like, we don't borrow those small amounts because you may just literally forget. And we're not going to beef over that. And just like you say, I'm not losing a friendship. So like literally, even if you would say, let me borrow $40, I would be like, here, and I would just forget about it. If you paid me back, great. And even if you tried to pay me, honestly, if you tried to pay me, I'd be like, girl, if you don't get on my face with this fucking $40, like, unless I really definitely needed it, And then even if I needed it, I would be like, let me have $40. Why would I even ask? I wouldn't take it's like you and I got another friend down south. Like, I don't even want that fucking petty money back. We don't talk about it. You just have it.
No, like if you borrow, like say somebody borrowed $500. Can I borrow $500? I need it until I pay you back, and you give me a date and a time. When that date and time come and you don't pay it back, then yes, I'm going to ask for it because you specifically said I will give it back to you on December 15th. Mm-hmm. So I'm expecting that money because I wouldn't have gave it to you, especially that large amount, if I wasn't. If I didn't think that you
and I wouldn't have a problem.
And I wouldn't have a problem. So now when December 15th come and you don't get it, I give it a couple of days, maybe something happened, whatever. 2 days. Oh, December 5th, like. I need that $500 back that you said you. I
wouldn't have a problem if you called me December 14th and said like, "Hey, don't forget
that."
But I wouldn't have a problem.
A date. But
you may not.
You may not, but other people may. And I'm not just going to do that. You set a date. I'm going to abide by that date. So that date comes, then yes, I will ask for it, and I wouldn't care how you take it or whatever.
Or anything.
You don't take
but
like,
why would I have a problem?
My money.
Why would I have a problem? Like if you call me December 14th and say, "Hey, Jonetta, don't forget you owe me $500 and you say you're gonna pay me tomorrow." I would be like, "Oh, thank you for reminding me." And if I had it that day, I'll be like, "You know what? I actually have it today." If I didn't, I'll be like, "I definitely have it tomorrow." Or if I wasn't gonna have it tomorrow, I'll be like, "Listen, I'll have it on the 17th." But I wouldn't be offended. That's even like when my credit card people or anybody call me that, I don't get offended or get mad with them. They doing their fucking job. I owe them money. Yeah. Now, if they be nasty or they do something like that, then we need to address that. But I can't be mad at you asking me for my money. And like I told one girl, I said, "God bless you. I know you just doing your job. But you don't need to go through the rundown of all of these sayings and everything. I'm gonna get you your money." And like, let's move on.
I know this, you owe that.
Yeah, like I know I owe you money. But how could I get mad about owing somebody?
Look how many people do. They would stop speaking to you because you asked them, and guess those type of people. Okay, you can get mad all you want. You owe me money. Like, yeah, people be like
that one with the borrowing. I don't think I ever had an issue with that part, but it's like when you do something for somebody and you expect to be paid. That was the part because you like, I don't want to keep asking them, and I don't want to like this and that. And then at a certain point, I was like, I don't give a fuck what you think about me, because like. I guess in business, even like, it's the end of the month, so I had to do billing. I had to send out the things. I love Caucasian people. That's not an issue. They pay their money. They do whatever. But some people, like, whatever, and you just have to say, like, okay, here's your bill. You got to pay. When do you expect to pay? And it just has to be done. And it's like, now. But before, it would be like, you don't want to bring up the money. You hoping that they bring the money with them. And you
if it's business, I have no problem with that. Give me my money. Mm-hmm. It's my money. I need my money.
Yeah, I had to get over that. And even people like that, if they knew me outside of just what I did, I'd be like, oh boy, I don't want them to be like talking about me. Before, I would be like, I don't want them to talk about me and my husband. Like, we don't have money. We don't have this and that. And then when we had that, after we had that conversation, and it happened to be one of my husband's friends, air quote, and he was like, oh, if y'all need money, then I could give y'all some money if y'all need money. I said, yup, we need it. When you going to bring it? We need the money. And because he was trying to play on my ego. And then he said it to my husband. And my husband kind of had a different reaction. And I saw it in his face. Like, he didn't want to say anything. Like, he like, oh, I mean, like, if y'all need money, do you need money? I'll help you out. Like, if you need money. For money that he owed me, and this is how he's putting it. And then my husband, like, expression changed. Like, he was like, he don't want to sound
need the money.
Yeah, but... and I was like, oh, hold on, no. Tell him we need the money. I was like, we need the money, and so he was like, well, if he tells it to me, he my brother. He say he need it. I'm gonna give it to him. I said, tell him right now. We need the money. We need money.
It was $25. It was you was provided a service, and you must pay
exactly.
It. So you
we need
word
the money.
It however you want to word it.
Tell everybody in these streets that I needed money. I needed it. I need it. But
and why do I need it? Because I provided a service.
And I said,
twist it however you want to.
Until I had that conversation with you, and also with like being out on my own without that security now of having a job, I'm like, oh, I don't give a fuck. Because before then, I probably would have said, you know what, fuck you. We don't need your money. This and this and that. Now, no, I need that. You want me to parade my kids around here to show you that we need it? We need it. When you giving it to them?
So my brother's, he's that type. Like, if I tell you one time, oh, you need to pay this, he's going to leave it alone because he feel like, in a way, he's kind of right. Like, yeah, you are an adult. You know what you got to pay. I shouldn't be like a parent on you and asking you every month. But nah, when it comes to certain things, oh, I'm going to ask you every month. If I have to.
Yeah, you have to.
I'm going to keep asking you every month. Oh, I need that this month. And I give you the opportunity to tell me, because I even do that now with the job that I do. I say, oh, when you can pay. And they'll say, oh, I can pay by the 10th. Okay, no problem. I'm not going to say, no, pay it now.
Yeah, what's the point?
You say you can pay by the 10th. Okay, I mark that down. Pay by the 10th. Now, when the 10th comes, like, yo, you said you was going to pay. Oh, I ain't got it. I'll pay it. Right. No, you said when the 10th, like, I put you on your word. I allowed you to tell me when you're going to pay. You could have said, oh, I can't pay the next month. Guess what I would have did? I would have put down next month.
Oh, please. And let me tell you, I hate to call people bad words, but these mother lovers, I had that issue, and I was like, listen, how much you could pay me? They was like, oh, I could pay you $50 every 2 or 3 weeks. I was like, no problem. Now, of course, this ain't no money. By the time I get the money, it's going to cost me more money collecting this money than I'm going to get out of it. But this what you could do? Fine. The first time go by, they pay it. Then the second time go by, nothing. Hey, what's going on? Oh, well, I got billed. The fuck, I got them too.
Exactly, and it's one of them.
Oh, I got kids. I got a lot of them too. You want to see their pictures? And then you just stop talking to me. Yeah, because what could you possibly say? You could never say that I came to you with some ridiculous amount or I did anything. I didn't. I say whatever you could pay. You just didn't think that I was going to say it was okay and then you could have an excuse. You have no excuse because even if you would have said I could do, now you could say I could do 25. I would have been like, all right, just send it.
Exactly. As long as you pay me.
Exactly. But so I learned, I'm like, yeah, you are full of shit. Oh, somebody hitting me up talking about they got a side job. Yes.
So you just stop this and just.
Yeah, girl.
Money.
Well, let me tell you.
Paid for this.
Hold on, I was about to say, you ain't out in these streets. Wait, let me say. Oh my God. My assistant, who happens to be white and old.
Oh, she is? I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's white and old. So I was talking to her and I was like, yeah, because when I'm out in these streets,
like you're literally just standing out in the streets.
And I'm like, oh my God. And I was telling my sister, like, I gotta remember to put everything into proper terms to like convey to her. Because I know she's like, okay, the streets, Google.
Wait, out in these streets. Urban Dictionary comes out. Meaning, you are on your job. You are grinding to get money.
And that's why I keep telling people, I'm like, yo, slang is necessary. Because when I say I'm out in these streets, you know what I mean by when I'm out in these streets. But if I had to explain it in all of these other terms, it would take me a longer time. Because it may be I'm at meetings, and maybe I'm here, I may be doing it, whatever. But I'm like, nah, I'm out in these streets. Like, you know.
They take it, when white people, they take everything literally.
Yes.
So you're standing out in the streets doing what?
Yeah, like.
No, I'm not literally in the streets to get hit by a car.
I'm out in the streets, Mom. And that's what I told you the other day. I was going to tell, like, yo, you got to catch these, Mom. Like,
get my shmoney. Shmoney. A term used by Cardi B. To mean money.
Oh my God. All right. So who are you here for?
I'm here for myself.
Oh, yes.
I was proud of myself. I calmed my nerves.
Yeah.
Get something accomplished. So I'm here for myself. I think I did good for myself.
Oh, see, I was going to be here for Cameron, but now I'm here for you too. I'm here for you, boo. I'm here for you. But I'm also not here for you. You know why I'm not here for my baby mother, Aisha? She be working mad fucking hard, and like, I need her to talk to me. And I swear, and every time I do it, I be like, yo, you are fucking bugging. Like, if I go to call you and you're not available and it's working time, I'm like, she fucking working. And then I be like, yo,
I gotta work.
Yo, I gotta hit the lottery so I can pay my baby mama more in child support so she don't have to work. And then on Tuesdays, like, I'll be low-key sometimes having an attitude. I'll be like, oh, I know she ain't gonna be available till like 2, 3 o'clock. Like, then she gonna fucking 1 hour. Like, what we gonna do in 1 hour? And then
last Tuesday, I couldn't even answer your call during my break.
Yes, I'll be mad. And then I'll be like, all right, she should be finished by like 6:30. And then when I call you, be like, oh, I'm working, I'm typing up stuff. I'll be like, the fuck? Like, she should have been finished. I'll be like, call me when you leave then. I'll be so mad. And then I gotta check I'll be like, yo, how you get mad at somebody for fucking and I do. I'll be like, yo,
I gotta work.
every time I do it, like, I'll be like, yo, what is your problem? I literally have to check myself. Like,
I can't.
How you get mad at somebody for working? But I really get mad. Tuesdays be my day, though, to get pissy.
Don't be mad.
I'll be really pissy because I'll be waiting until, like, I'll be like, all right, I'm going to give it, like, 2:30. Then I'll be like, oh, she ain't answering, so where she at? Who she with?
I'm like, now, then I call you back. I went to lunch. Who you go to lunch with?
Where?
I hear all your like,
because that's literally how I feel. I'm like, who the fuck she with? Like, who she got in her office?
you should have stayed there. Then we would have been together.
Or if I hear you talk, I'm like, who that? Do I know? I don't know them. Especially if it's somebody I don't know. Now, if it be somebody I know, yeah, I kind of give a pat. If it be somebody I don't know, I'm like, well, she a new bitch. Like, where she came from, I know her.
I can't.
But I gotta be honest with myself. And then sometimes I just be like, only when you at work is when, if you talking to somebody, that jealousy and that, I can't hide that shit. But when you be working and I get mad, I be like, yo, you gotta catch yourself. Like,
you can't be working.
Oh, yeah, I do be mad. But I was like, oh, I gotta just hit the lottery. Give me some numbers, y'all, because I gotta get my baby mama out of work.
Yeah, please. I'll take it.
I need her to be available.
I'm gonna do you like you just told me the story about Ryan Leslie. Like, y'all heard her. So now she hit the lottery, I get paid.
Oh yeah, she will definitely get paid because I need you to be available for me. I need you to be. What happened?
I thought it would be Jersey City.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I gotta read this.
Only in Newark. Alright, so other than that, we don't have nothing else. Who you not here for? You
21.
What, she killed somebody that was 21?
No, she's 21.
Why'd she kill him? A Newark woman stabbed a man to death. Aisha
she killed somebody that's 26.
Aisha is so shocked because she didn't shoot her because she's from Newark.
Yeah. You know, a stabbing, gun, knives, Jersey City. I would have thought it would be Jersey City. But it is in the North Ward, which is over there by the Hispanic, sorry.
Oh, sorry. That's so racist. I'm out of here. Alright, so she don't have nobody
from her environment.
Okay, who are you not here for? You got anybody?
Not here for... No, I ain't nobody.
I'm not here for. I don't know. It's been a pretty decent week. Nothing popping off in the news. No. So I guess I'm here for. Yeah. I know we've been doing well. We've been doing well. No, you know what? I'm not here for. I'm not here for old chicks that carry MCM bags. You gotta put them down. You got to. I saw an old white lady in the mall with her blue MCM bag.
No, that's because, okay. You look at it as a fashion, like, not you, but the black culture. Look at it as a fashion thing. White people, this just their lifestyle. It's just a bag to them.
Mm-hmm.
They don't look at it as, oh, this is what's in right now. I got to get me an MCM bag, so I'm getting me an MCM bag.
Probably was on sale because it was blue. And she's like, oh, it's a nice little, it can carry all my stuff.
Exactly. They look at it like, oh, this is a good tote. I got a nice tote. It's cheap.
But she was with an old white man with gold teeth and a gold chain. Now, no. But that would have been funny, right?
So, we just look at it as what's popping now. They look at it as, I like it, I want it. That's it. They don't care about what's hot right now. So you can't look at that lady like that. Like she got to put that bag down. No, that's her bag.
No, I was like, I don't know. Maybe if she would have had door knockers in her ears or something. No. But she just had her bag, her MCM bag, and she just walked around.
Like, why you think Coach is still in business? When we stop wearing Coach?
No, I don't agree with people on Coach, and I know they got a million diss records about Coach or whatever. That leather. Coach leather, I love Coach leather, and I think a Coach bag is classic. I'm not down with logos because I'm not down with logos. Period.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't really like logos. So as long as you're not wearing those old big crazy C's, I'm cool with you. But I love Coach. I do. That leather, I don't think anything beats Coach leather, in my opinion. I love Coach leather. I think they massage the cows and everything.
Come get these hands.
So I can see why they in business because it's a classic. Like you could get a nice black Coach leather bag and have it for years and years and years.
Yeah, but then you also have these people out here like, oh, you got a Coach bag? You better go get that Fendi or that Gucci.
Yeah, people diss Coach, but I don't care.
Well, like
what difference? Oh, please, let me tell you. Hold on. I was up in Newark at a local courthouse. And I saw so many fake knockoff things. I'm like, can y'all just get regular no-name shit? It was like bags and coats. They even had bootleg coats and the
coats.
Yes, with the MKs and all of this other stuff and Fendi writing. It was just like, I'm like, oh my God, is it nothing y'all want bootlegging up?
How you know that was from North? That's because they was in court. You was in that court. Was you from North? Exactly. Don't put that on our city.
I was like, damn, and one girl had a bag and all these strings hanging down from it. I'm like, please stop.
They probably just came over that bridge.
They from North. I told you what happened when I went to that mall and I said I wanted to buy my daughter an MCM bag and that girl was like, oh, you could go right in downtown Newark and get her a bag. I was like, oh, okay, thank you.
She was just
what store in downtown Newark sell MCM bags? What store?
But how you know she was from Newark? People go down there to buy stuff. People from across that bridge, Jersey City, and come right over there in downtown Newark and start buying stuff. So she probably was from Jersey. I bet you if you would ask her, she would have been like, oh, I'm from Jersey City, or I'm from Irvington. I'm from East Orange.
She would have been like,
don't put.
I'm from Newark. I live right on Avon. Yeah, I know. I bet.
And all that to my peoples. Not all of them now. You got some, but not all of them now.
Oh my God, but yeah, I just can't take it. Like, just get a But I like Coach. I don't care. I don't think it matters to me with the names and all of that. Like, I don't know.
It don't bother me.
If
I like it, I like it.
And it's quality made and all of that other stuff.
I like it. I'm not into name brand like that.
But I do see the difference. Now, let me say that when you get these bags, like you could get a Coach bag that got harder leather, like it's not as
that pebble leather. I don't like that.
I don't like pebble leather on anything. Yeah. Now people carry bigger name brands and they have that pebble.
Yeah, I don't like
pebble leather is fucking disgusting. I don't know why anybody would want that. Like, why would you want leather that's been beaten the fuck up and it's not even smooth?
Yeah, it just look like it got pimples. Like I don't want no acne bag. Like,
but I think you know why I think, and another day we could look into it. I think that it's cheaper that maybe they get in like all these different pieces and like just because it doesn't have to have any like if it had flaws or anything and if it wasn't smooth it wouldn't matter. The shit looked like that. Ugh. But it is some leather like on when you get to some of these bags and you feel that leather, you be like, oh, this is leather. That butter soft shit. Mm-hmm. You like, oh yeah, baby, yeah, I feel you, baby. How Jay-Z say that butter soft shit versus the leather on the fawns. Yes. Alright, so let's get out of here. We did who we here for, who we not here for. I know we weren't here Thursday, and I meant to post up on our Instagram page last week's episode because it went up before Thanksgiving. But that week episode was hilarious. I think it was so funny. I think most of them are funny, but that one was hilarious. Every week we're available on Thursdays normally. We're on Instagram at grown_and_opinionated. We're also on Twitter. I'm more active than my co-host. I don't even know if her Twitter works. She forgot the password.
It does. I go up in there. I just browse. I'll be having in the comments.
You gotta retweet shit. Sometimes I'll be so lazy. I don't be having nothing to say, so I just go through people's stuff, retweet, and then put hashtag grown and opinionated. Hashtag grown and opinionated. Like, come on, you gotta keep us popping. You gotta keep us popping.
I could do that.
All right, and then you be holding down the couch.
As I scroll. I sure do.
So you can definitely get us up in there. But so we're available. Thank you for everybody that listens to us. Like we told you, like we getting there. We gotta keep moving. I had a dream one night, and then we're gonna leave on this point because I gotta get the fuck out of here. But that we were on the Breakfast Club.
Really?
You and I,
I wouldn't be able to do Charlamagne because I'd be laughing too hard. I would laugh at Charlamagne. I'm sorry.
Why? We were on the Breakfast Club, and I forgot what we were talking about.
Because then I'm going to laugh at you, because I know you're going to give envy faces.
Yeah, because he whack.
Oh, we can make it to the Breakfast Club, though.
Definitely. This is going to take off. Combat Jack, you got to holler at us. Title, y'all getting your own podcast up. Y'all need to holler at us. For no other reason than I'm motherfucking tired. I am motherfucking tired. I'm the engineer. I'm the producer. I'm the publicist. I'm the intern. Shit, I be bossing my own damn self around.
Look, I just asked you for water. You the water girl.
Bobby Boucher. Look, I'm doing every fucking thing. I need somebody to help me. Alright, so we're gonna get out of here. Grown and opinionated episode. Did we do 39 or 40?
What? 38.
38, yeah, whatever
number.
Grown and
opinionated. We out.